What's going on, Gemini? Welcome to your weekly forecast for the week of January 11th through the 17th of 2021. It is a wild 2021, isn't it? Well, let's go ahead and look at the chart and see how this week's affecting you and see how to use this energy that might be helpful. We're going to have a new moon at 23 degrees of Capricorn on Tuesday. That's going to be with Pluto. This is a major, lunar cycle that's hitting with Pluto. I mean, there are major transformations happening in a transformative house. So when it comes to life right now, if there's major regeneration taking place and things dropping out and that you have to detach from to rise up with something new, to go deeper into the world that is going to show you the ultimate investment, the ultimate payout, this is one of those weeks where you could be really finding out what your true desires are, and it could feel like you got to let something go, and you don't want to obsess over what was. I think this is a new story, this is a new cycle, and how can you go into that and use it to rise up in a big way? And it could bring up some deep emotions, but you don't want to hold on to what isn't real, what isn't of your truth. I think this is a big truther moment of okay, I know what my desires are and what my truth is, and this is the week that I'm going to go out and make it happen. Especially with Lilith back in Taurus here in your 12th house, making the trine over to that. I mean, Spirit's telling you exactly where to go, and the universe is trying to open you up to new beginnings. But you can't, get stuck in the old or let the old ones kind of take you out of your vitality of what you want to go after. You got to think, what's the best for me, and set the healthy boundaries that is going to put you there, and not obsess over what was. I think there's a lot of new things taking place, and if you're not going out into a wild new direction, this is a week that can feel like things are getting ripped away in a sense. Venus in the 8th too, when it comes to relationships, we don't want to obsess. We gotta, there's gotta be equal power, equal desire, and that Venus is making, it's gonna trine Mars, trine Uranus in Taurus in your 12th house. Mars in the 12th is kind of difficult, and I think that you gotta really look at the desires that you want right now, and make sure that they're deep, they're really connected when it comes to relationships in life. Uranus is trying to kind of shock you into, all right, I can detach from this because it's going to show me something really beautiful if I do, and maybe, show you a deeper connection. You don't want to try and fix things, especially if there's I'm just going to say, because it came up, if there's lying or cheating going on in relationships, or if there's a lot of unseen stuff going on that you don't feel, you can feel right now very intensely, if things are true, and if they're not, you gotta kind of pull the plug on it and do something different. And I think that's this trying to Uranus from Venus is don't let the unseen stuff take you into a really dark place. I think that you need to transform and regenerate and see the ultimate beauty, but you have to be going after your desires and what is of the ultimate value. Jupiter and Saturn, I mean, there's so much going on in the 9th house. I think that there's a lot of new exploration going on. I think that you're trying to open up a ton of doors, and Saturn can be kind of is it the responsible door? Well, this is one of those weeks with all the squares to Uranus that it's not about the responsible doors, really. You kind of, yes, take responsibility for the big things, but I think that you want to open up the abundance and the beautiful things, and it's not going to look like anything you ever thought it was. So this is a time to really take in all the knowledge, all the wisdom that you're gaining right now, and use it to your advantage. Use it to shake up the adventure. Don't be on some stagnant adventure in life. Go somewhere amazing. Do something out of the ordinary. If you get some crazy insight, to just go do it, and it sounds like a good time and a fun roller coaster ride, go on the roller coaster. Don't hold yourself back from a good time. I think that it can feel kind of stuck with Mars in the 12th and Uranus in the 12th if you're not just listening to the intuition. Very intuitive houses here with the 9th and the 12th. And the 8th even. So I think that there's a ton of intuition coming through, trying to show you the excitement. And Mercury is going to make that square to Uranus too. So, I mean, there's just minds going at 1,000,000 miles an hour in a wide open territory. And you do have to be able to kind of bring that in. You do have to kind of objectify and look at what's new and exciting. And if it's not new and exciting, Is that the journey you want to go on? Is that the adventure you want to be on? And I think that you have to make a decision this week where it's like, are you going to obsess over what isn't new and exciting, or are you going to let go and, detach from that and go into what's going to actually bring you the buried treasure in life and, take you on that ride? Especially with Chiron, it's going to be squaring Venus and also sextile Jupiter. I think when it comes to, and Jupiter, of course, and Venus are in semi-sextile. Yeah, I think the relationships that, and the connections in life that you are, looking at things differently and not holding on to the past. I don't think it's a good time to fix really bad situations. Like, it's kind of a time to detach from them. You might be putting too much energy into trying to fix something that's not fixable, and that's not gonna show you the innovative, open, amazing door that you can go through. Jupiter in the 9th is trying to expand your world, and you might have to detach from something that isn't of value, or to people that are holding you back and not showing you the value of the ultimate worth that you actually are worth. And that's not exciting. That's not a fun adventure. There's a lot that can happen this week, and I think it's important to push forward into the adventure that you want to go into, and see what doors the universe is trying to open up for you, and not get too stuck in things ending or things not feeling aligned or unseen things that you feel and and you're just gonna let them happen. Like, don't do that either. Card for the week is the 4 of Pentacles reversed. It's 100. I mean, this card it's time to let go. If they're not showing you the payout, if you're not getting the goods in life right now, there's really no reason to hold on to it. It's very much time to let go. And it could be hard. You could be really obsessing over, it could be money, it could be a relationship, it could be anything physical. But I think it's time to go and ask yourself deeply this week, are they fulfilling your desires on for excitement, for something amazing, something innovative, and, opening up the world? And if they are, we can fix the little things. But if there's just too much deep issues in life, whether it's about any of those things, I mean, sometimes we just got to make the hard decision. And this week might be one of those weeks where you just got to figure out what needs to be detached from so that something amazing can come into your life. Because the Sun-Pluto conjunct in your 8th house, like, it wants to show you something amazing, but something has to come. Something has to leave. And that's kind of the death and rebirth of the 8th house. I love you all very much, Gemini. I hope you have a great week, and I will see you next time. Peace.